Here's your final. 0.2 of a second. Duke, your champions, in the women's varsity heavyweight 8. The big boys, the men, varsity heavyweight 8 final. The premier event. Lane 6, top of the screen, Temple. Lane 5, Purdue. Lane 4, Michigan. Lane 3, Virginia. Lane 2, Drexel. And Lane 1, Florida Institute of Technology.
Drexel and FIT here on the inside with an early lead, getting out very sharp here. One gentleman on the FIT squad has been on the Lithuanian. Listen to this. He's been on the Lithuanian national team. He's the 26th member of his family to be on a national team, either Russian or Lithuanian.
Wow. That's a lot of lineage. A lot of lineage.
Yeah, FIT is leading the charge out of the starting blocks. We can see they've got a bit of a lead, but as we saw in the last race, having a lead in the front of the race may not necessarily set you up for the win.
Yeah, so nice, courageous opportunity here. FIT on the right-hand side, followed by Drexel, the hometown favorite, in lane 2. University of Virginia in lane 3. And Michigan, the big boys, lane 4. Temple, another hometown favorite, all the way on the outside there.
Yeah, and this is, the race that we just saw is just another confirmation of the fact that you may qualify, you may get great times in the qualifying rounds, and you may be seated in lane 3 or lane 4, but, in the last race we saw a silver medal almost, 0.2 seconds away from winning gold. We saw them coming from lane 1. So
FIT looking very sharp, rowing in their Resolute Racing show. That's one of those black boats made in New England. Very, very sharp boat. Kind of that's the one that was designed by the America's Cup naval architect. It's got kind of a short back to it, and it kind of looks like a sailing ship at the back. But looking very, very sharp. Yeah,
we've got a great shot of the turn here. It seems that all of the crews have handled the turn well. It doesn't seem that anyone has suffered as a result of the turn.
And Temple looking good, moving into that third place position that Drexel had looked like they had wrapped up at Michigan. Holy mackerel, that's a big push from Michigan. They were in 4th place 2 minutes ago when we saw them.
Ferdinand Bergen, a graduate of Temple in 2001, your Owls, looking like they won a medal today.
Yeah, looking like they won a medal today. Actually, the Temple Owls have won Dad Vails in every single lane except for lane 6. This might be their opportunity.
And Michigan is moving out. They are starting to take control of this race. In spite of the fast start from some of the other crews, Michigan stayed calm. Michigan stayed with their race plan, which was obviously to patiently wait, to let everyone get the start out of their system, and then to quietly move up and take the lead in this race.
And again, this is the very smart Michigan student athlete crew. Again, the entire varsity squad, their average GPA is over 3.3, and 10 of those people on their varsity squad have over a 3.7 GPA.
We saw them have a smart race in the men's JV heavyweight 8 final. They took that one. They took the gold in that. Now can Michigan, Big Blue, take the gold in the big race?
Yeah, the Wolverines being coached by, the head coach Greg Hartsoff, and it looks like the assistant coach there that might be handling the men's 8 is Christian Youngs, and they just look like they're doing a terrific job. 3/4 of a length, I would say, over FIT in lane 1, and Temple just trying to squeak out that bronze medal position there, trying to beat their other city rival. Drexel has beaten them a couple times just recently, the Bergen Cup, which is the Philadelphia City Rowing Championships.
Yeah, and for Temple to make a move like that out in lane 6, it's no secret in Philadelphia that lane 6 is the slowest lane on the river. There's stream in this river, and lane 6 has the least amount of stream. So under certain conditions, if it's sheltered in lane 6 by the island as the crews come into the last 500, it could be slightly advantageous, but typically speaking, it has the least amount of stream. So for a crew to be in medal position out in lane 6 in this early part of the race, that's a big effort.
That was
but
a nice
look at Michigan, how smooth.
That was a nice shot of the Temple men's 8. The bow seat was actually in the lightweight 4 last year. Again, heavyweights can't row down the lightweight, but lightweight he's rowing in the bow seat of the big boy 8. And Michigan just looking terrific here. rowing in their Vespoli shell. That's what the V is up there. Made in New Haven, Connecticut.
And we've got FIT making a push in on Michigan. They've clipped away at the lead. They've obviously
FIT.
moved up out in lane 1. FIT is closing in on Michigan.
41 strokes a minute. 41 strokes a minute.
Oh, it looks
FIT.
like if I had my money on it, how sharp the FIT crew looks, I'm going to say FIT is gonna sneak it out past the Wolverines.
Yeah, FIT's catches are very sharp, which means when their blades enter the water, you can see them pressing down their legs. They are pushing. If Michigan doesn't respond, FIT may take over that lead.
Just a very, very nice bit of rowing here. Still looks like Michigan by about 6 feet.
FIT is coming on strong.
Yep. And
Michigan's starting to respond now, but FIT is coming.
FIT coming as we got a shot at a low angle here. A shot at a low angle, and it looked like Michigan.
You think?
But by the distance, it looked like we just got away late. But by the distance, it looked like they were past the line. It looks like Michigan by 3 feet.
So Ferdinand thinks Michigan nipped them, and look at the Wolverines. They believe they nipped them, and yes, they did nip them. Michigan holding off a furious challenge from Florida Institute of Technology. Michigan, the men's varsity heavyweight 8 champions today.
Yes, and they rode a very smart race. You know, there was a lot of crews jumping out in the start in the first 700 meters of the race or so, but Michigan patiently waited. They moved up through the middle 1,000. They held on when FIT started charging, when other crews started charging. They patiently waited. And it looks like
the disturbance, as soon as they crossed the line, it looks like some of them started dragging their hands in the water at a celebration.
Yeah.
Great.
Michigan, what a day for the Wolverines. The JV heavyweight 8 champions, the men's varsity heavyweight 8 champions. A double dose of gold today for Michigan.
Yeah, it's all Michigan here today on the men's squad, and you know, look at these athletes are going home today, Dad Vail champions. And that's just an incredible feeling for them. You can see the stroke seat there. He's still breathing heavy. All of them are ecstatic.
But we are just getting our second win. Much more from the 2012 Aberdeen Dad Vail Regatta presented by Coca-Cola coming your way.